Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. Welcome to the Teshuvah Assembly Program. We want to share with you that there is only one law and one ordinance for all people, not just a separate covenant for the Jews and then another covenant for the Christians. There is one law. In Numbers 15:15 says, one ordinance shall be both for you of the congregation and also for the stranger that sojourneth with you, an ordinance forever in your generations. As ye are, so shall the stranger be before the Lord. One law, one manner shall be for you and for the stranger that sojourneth with you. We live in a time called antinomianism. There are people that want to be Christians. They want to be saved. They want to go to heaven and believe in Jesus, but they don't want to follow the Torah. They don't want to follow God's instructions. However, Jesus said, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. This is what he's talking about. And what's going on is there are people that want to do their own thing. We have to do God's commandments. We cannot live the way we want to live and expect to be saved and living right and expect the blessings of God upon us. And once a person is truly saved, I'm talking about truly becomes a believer in Yeshua, the one called Jesus, that person, you, me, anyone, will want to obey God's ordinances. We will want to obey God's law because we love God. And so we live in a time of antinomianism. We see it in the churches. We see it all around the world. People want to do their own thing. They say they believe in Jesus and they love Jesus, but they do not obey his commands. There is one law. We live in a time where Satanism is in the highest levels of governments all around the world. Coming up on the Halloween season, we see children being kidnapped for human sacrifices. I know in Alabama there are acid pits where the bodies are disposed of after the Satanists have murdered and executed children for human sacrifices. This goes on even today. It's in the highest levels of the government. I don't care if you believe me. It is the truth. And we need to be spiritually aware and spiritually strong to fight against all these things that are coming upon all of us. Unless you are a Torah keeper, you are vulnerable. You are opening doors to satanic attacks. I encourage you to close the doors to the enemy. There are 7 feasts and festivals God has ordained in the Bible for us to go by. There are also counterfeit seasons where satanic worship and satanic human sacrifices are done. There are women that are Satanists that have babies, and there are no records, no birth records, no birth certificates of these children being born, and then they sacrifice them at about the age of 3 to Satan during these high satanic times. These things are real. Most people are not strong enough to fight against the powers of the enemy because they're not close enough to the Almighty God in obedience to him. God bless you till next time.